What up, my Gem Gems? It's Magic D Magician Tarot. Today is Wednesday, January 2nd, and it is a brand new year, 2019. So let's see what's in store for you. This is going to be an annual reading. So just going to overview the next 12 months. We're going to see what comes out. We're going to use multiple decks. We're going to answer the random questions that are presented in the form of answers. We're using the Rock Art Tarot to get started. Let's roll. And as always, you know where to go right below to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it started. This is for my Gemini population. Let's see. I'm going to shuffle this about 3 times. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, my Gem Gem's first card for the year. This is going to set off the whole vibe, the whole tone, and it's feeling spicy. Ooh, transition, the death card in reverse. So, for me, this symbolizes holding on, not really letting go, not fully. Or actually, this is the Hangman. Hold on. This is the transition card in this deck. Let me give you exactly what this says here. Transition. 12. The Hanged Man. Yep, that's right. Okay, so hanging on. However, like I said before, we are on the reverse. So, facing you this way here, you can see transition card. Appeared this way to you. So, still seeing yourself almost in a mirror image instead of trying to like turn and face your own self the way that you should. So, Gemini, that was a lot of words, but what I was trying to say there is not immediately succumbing to change, not immediately seeing the other side of things, kind of sticking to old beliefs, old modalities, habits getting the best of you, or not a closed-minded position, but just not an evolving position out the gate for 2019. Why is that? But a Fool card. Interesting. So then that could be symbolizing your inner child. It could say you're not really ready to grow up in certain aspects, my Gem Gems. Or you are still having to deal with children or work with children. Or maybe you are still kind of a fool in love. It can mean a lot of different things because this is, of course, general reading. So far, let's review. We got the Hangman, we got the Fool card. Facing each other. We got the Coco Pelli, which, as you know, I love for you guys. Illumination card in reverse. Let's consider this card for a second here. This is like a beautiful pentacle sun there. Let's go ahead and read what this means. Illumination card is number 19, the sun. Yeah, so then you have the sun here as well. These two are being echoed. But I'm wondering why your Hanged Man and your Sun cards are in reverse. But your Fool card is prominent here. So let's go ahead and clarify these things. Your Hanged Man is in the reverse because of a ritual. Okay. We've got a water sign in the mix here that makes you feel that foolish energy, Fool card energy. And then we have the Two of Wands. Alright. Okay. There could be somebody in your life that you're bound to or that you've known for a really long time, that you guys joined together in the past in sort of a pact or something like that. Some sort of contract. Something that's holding you back, sort of, not necessarily against your will, but I'm sensing that you're not the person that enacted this ritual. Another repeated symbol here. We have this Coco Pelli here, and then we also have on the bottom of this ritual card. You can see right there. Right there. And then this is, I believe, the Wheel of Fortune. It's number 10. Let's look. Double check. 10, 10, 10 is The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So the Wheel of Fortune here, symbolizing it's not quite your time to grow yet this year. So this could be more of like a planting seeds year, discovering yourself kind of year. Not necessarily moving up in the ladder, so to speak, but more taking different classes outside of your major, learning new things, meeting new people, forging new relationships. It may not be long-lasting relationships, but that are definitely going to be enriching in the long term. And then the Illumination card here, 19. What did we say that one was again? Right, the Sun. So, in your way of the Sun, which could be a Leo person, is this Two of Wands. So my Gems, if you're dealing with a Leo and you're not really sure if you want to be in a relationship with that person or out of a relationship with that person, or even this could be, like I said, a work situation, then your indecision is what's causing you to not fully embrace that relationship and grow the relationship to where you want it to go. Because if the Sun is representing the Leo card and they're in reverse, what is your challenge there? The Two of Wands, that's an indecision about whether you want to take that path or not with that person. And then last, we did a little bit overall clarifier, which is a Four of Cups. So some of you guys definitely have that wanderlust energy right now where you're not fully, not right now, but like in this year, you're not going to feel fulfilled by staying in one place. This is going to definitely be a year of travel for you guys. Let's go ahead and do another deck just to mix it up. Because, you know, this deck is pretty weird, I'm going to say it. It's very symbols-based, a lot of colors. Definitely seeing a lot of pink and red for you guys right now. Definitely some blue as well, but more prominently the pink and red. And these are interpretations of rock drawings, so the rock drawings are not as sharp and specific as like a classic woodcut. So for you, my Gems, let's do these two decks. We'll do pretty diametrically opposed symbol sets, but I think these are going to give you a little bit more insight. But major arcana cards that came out right away: Hanged Man, Sun card, Fool card, and then we have over here, I briefly mentioned this Knight of Cups, so that would be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that is also involved in your life, my Gems, but in a more positive way, I think, than if this is a Leo. If it's not a Leo, you just be struggling to find the truth about something, but because you may not want to move forward in the right direction and travel yet. But this is going to be a year of travel for you, because at the center of this is the Four of Cups, so that feeling of sitting under the tree, ready to take off, ready to go somewhere else. And that makes sense with the Two of Wands as well, because I think those are both cards about restlessness, wanderlust, wanting to move forward, and not being satisfied so much with the options that are exactly in front of you. Looking back, looking forward, but not feeling stuck, but not feeling challenged, and not feeling stimulated. Alright, so yeah, then we have a 9 here. But you're not going to be necessarily single. So if you're a little bit worried about whether that means that you're not going to find someone to settle down with, this is saying no. There's definitely, maybe I'm hearing some of you guys have a partner that's also interested in traveling. Or you could be in a relationship with a partner who's like, we don't necessarily have to break up, but let's open things up. If that's not your thing, I apologize. All right. And we have a 6. So still, this is the 6 of Swords. Not feeling victorious, because it's, that would be the 6 of Wands, but not being able to move on, rather. Not being able to leave the past behind, which is kind of a theme so far. Why am I Gems? A 3, a disharmony here. With what? Death card. Maybe not being able to let go of a particular cycle or habit, like I said before. Jupiter card in the reverse. Could be a father figure. Could be that you've been left by a father figure, or that your father of your children might be leaving you, or just not being the support that you hope for. You need more support from your Jupiter father figure person. Could be an Aries. And then we also have, that's you, I believe. King of Swords in the reverse. Some sort of unfulfilling relationship has got you feeling upside down. And your challenge in the year is going to be to maybe try to fill that void or replace that missing support feeling with just new experiences. Perhaps, maybe you have a fear of traveling. Last one here, star. Beautiful. All right, so this is definitely going to, I feel like, urge you to connect with a fellow air sign, could be an Aquarius, or to just reevaluate your hopes and dreams so that whatever was stopping you from your Hanged Man realization, your Hanged Man Sun full trifecta in the beginning here, whatever is stopping you from feeling like you've found yourself. You haven't quite found yourself yet. Whatever is stopping you from finding yourself might just be you not expressing the desire to find yourself. Or you not being with your light kind enough. And by your light kind, I mean other air signs. People that might understand you a little bit better than the people around you. And if this is not like a father figure issue, then it could be that your partner is a little bit more restrictive, could be now changing his ways, and maybe you're not really sure how to take that. His or her, I mean, it could be a person, could be an Aries. You're not really sure how your relationship with this, or it could be Leo, with this person makes you feel. And you don't know if you want it to be open or closed. And we have a 7 here. Yeah, 7 of Cups. So with the 7, and then this 4 of Cups that was here, this card is about having a lot of options, being overwhelmed by the options, but in the reverse, it's like not even seeing the options at all. So with this one and the 4 of Cups, this year is going to be about you reevaluating your wish and where you want to go. This is 2019. Let's do a little bit more. Just a very, very loose overview. A lot of different characters are going to come your way. Like I said, you may not want to be tied to a specific monogamous relationship. If that's not your thing, then you need to express to your partner that that's not your thing. If you are rebuilding a relationship with a partner, then you need to get more in touch with yourself by hanging out with other air signs. It doesn't need to be a romantic thing. You need to get more in touch with yourself by traveling more. My Gem Gem, you know that that's something that you like, but you might not be being brave. Advice card from the Sacred Traveler, the Narrow Pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Okay, so on your journey, I'm going to urge you to keep like a journal. Write more, communicate more with other air signs in the sense of maybe, like as you travel, do like an old school pen pal thing. Catch up with your friend periodically, tell them how it's going, and maybe even think about doing like a vlog or writing some sort of essay about your travel or stories about your travel, or just journals, keeping journals for yourself. But thoughtfulness is your main guidance for this coming year. Okay, lots of things going on here. That was just the overview. Now we're going to go through and delve a little bit deeper, see if anything comes out repeated. But we're going to keep that card out. Now, what sort of advice or what sort of scenarios are coming up for you in terms of your love life? We talked a little bit about self-discovery. We talked a little bit about which characters might be around, what sort of friendships you want to involve yourself with. Let's see, who's coming at you in love? Okay, a water sign in the reverse. You may be moving on from or wanting to move on from Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or you yourself could be sort of not wanting to come off as immature, so holding back, wanting to feel more jaded, wanting to have a different, more closed off, less emotional exchange with people, at least right off the bat. But then we have a King of Cups again, so this could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that you see as just too much information, too much affection, too much complaining, whatever, some sort of negative manifestation of a water sign. My Gem Gems, and then a King of Pentacles. Okay. So Gemini, they could be an earth sign also involved. Yeah, your 9 of Cups here. Wish fulfilled. Wish fulfilled with this earth sign. A little bit of... Okay. So, if you're in a marriage, or in a friendship with this water sign person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you kind of hold them on the same footing, or you may, in the coming year, find yourself trying to decide between your wish to pursue a relationship or pursue a friendship with an earth sign and your wish to maintain harmony with this water sign figure. And you yourself might be, if it's not that, you could have a child also involved, but you may be presenting in an immature way or wanting to not come off as immature, and so being emotionally a little bit removed from either or relationship because you're not sure whether you want to have both or one over the other. So you could meet someone on a trip. You could work with somebody that you're required to travel with. And that person is, I'm leaning more toward the earth sign. Okay, 3 of Swords in the reverse. But that situation might not be the best for you. Could lead to your heartbreak, even though it's a wish that you want. So if you find yourself being drawn to somebody that you just really, really want them, you are in this chase mentality over them, and you find out that they're an earth sign, you might be reminded about this reading. If that doesn't have anything to do with you right now, you know, it's just possible scenarios. So that's love life. Let's pull one more for you for your love life. Why the Page of Cups in reverse? Why the Page of Cups in reverse for my gems? Curiosity, you're searching, you're versatile people, you're good with your hands. Let's see my gem. 7 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you want to be aware of cheating. Somebody could be cheating on you. You could be cheating on them. It could be that they're, in this scenario, if there is miscommunication, it will present as a 7 of Swords. We don't want that. So you want to be not in the reverse. You want to be emotionally forthcoming, even if you feel like you're coming off a little bit extra. You want to tell the people that love you, tell the people that you're involved with how you feel about them and how you feel about others to avoid that sort of situation. All right, my gems. If that doesn't seem like good news to you off the bat, do not get discouraged. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see what's going on in love, travel for you, my gems. You see that? Jupiter wants to come out again. I don't know if you saw that. But so there could be also an Aries involved in this picture. But I'm sensing that this could be like a person that's more so like a friend or a parent, but less like a lover. Because there's definitely some sort of decision to be made between an earth sign and a water sign will be presented to you. And if you want to not harm both, you're going to need to definitely be open. There's that star sign again. All right, so if you guys were wondering what's the good thing that's going to manifest, possibly while all this is going on, you're not even going to notice this little Aquarius over here that's going to be a great friend, a great counselor, a great, I don't know, work collaborator, something like that. But they're definitely going to be the star, like, you know, shining in the constellation of your life. If you feel like you're bogged down in a bunch of, excuse my language, but if you're bogged in the shit, this is the person that's going to be like, make you feel that foolish energy. Because remember the Fool card at the beginning. Do not ever forget the Coco Pelli. Alright, my gems, that is your annual. I did say I was going to do one more for travel. Let's do one more for travel, too. That's where you're going to meet this person, see eye to eye with them. Ooh, I just got kind of excited. So, do not allow yourself to be bogged down in other people's possessive nature, Gemini. If that's not you, which we know sometimes it's not you. If you're not a commitment person, you can still have loving relationships. You can still forge things. You can still be a great employee, father, daughter, son, husband, wife, whatever, my gem. But you have to see eye to eye with people, and you have to be open. And the Aquarius will teach you this. The Aquarius will teach you brutal honesty, and you'll see that it's not brutal. It's actually kind. Okay, my gem. Wish you the best. I wish you a happy new year. And as always, I want to thank y'all for your likes, shares, subscribes. And subscribes is what I meant to say there. And, comment down below. Let me know if any of that comes true for you in the coming year. All right? Magic D Magician Tarot. Like, share, subscribe below. As always, let me know.